anything that you would have changed about your approach to coming overseas, or anything that
Um,
you would have changed in your travels period?
I don't think so, because I try and take the view of if you make a mistake, learn from it, don't hang on to those regrets. I mean, there's been lots of things that have surprised me, and I think that is the biggest lesson I've learned is, okay, go into it prepared and make sure you've got your visa and your passport and your documents and you know when you're staying and you've got the apps downloaded so that you don't get scammed by a taxi at the airport and all of those things that you can take as practical steps.
Hmm.
And there's, a wealth of information if you take your time and do your research on like how to avoid those scams and the sort of things to look out for. But equally, there's a degree of you have to accept you're coming to a completely strange place. You can prepare all you want, and you should prepare, um, but also be prepared that it's all going to go wrong at some point, and you're going to have to improvise and think on your feet a little bit, and that's kind of part of the fun. Is trying to get out of a situation. I mean, the scariest situation I've been in so far is on the start of that bike trip. I was on my second day of driving, and I've been riding for like 8 hours, and I was kind of in the middle of nowhere, and then came around this corner and 4 or 5 policemen walked out to the middle of the road shouting in Vietnamese, waving me down. So I pulled over and they just started shouting at me in Vietnamese. And I was like, and trying to let them know that I was English and probably pronouncing it wrong. And starting to worry. And then they didn't grab me, but they like kind of got around me. One of them put his hand on my back and they sort of frog marched me across the road into this little cabin and sat me down across the scariest looking man I've ever met in my life. I mean, he had like what I could only describe as war crime eyes.
Okay.
It's just like, okay, this guy's seen some stuff. Um, and I kind of took the hint that there was probably a bribe needed
Mm.
here. I got my wallet out and didn't realize that I still had my GoPro around my neck filming with the little red light flashing. And they went ballistic, I think, because they thought I was trying to record them taking a bribe or something. And I was like, no, it's just for the scenery. It's for the scenery. And eventually paid the bribe and left.
Mm.
That was quite terrifying. Second day into my trip, I was like, take the money. Just let me go.